Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator. I've got Sean and I've got David with Bullets, Beef, and BS. Tell us a little bit about your channel here.
Well, we do a lot of range time shooting, competition shooting, a little bit of everything. Dan, I'd like to say thank you very much for having me on your channel. It's really a pleasure.
Yeah. All right, Sean, what are we looking at today?
Dan, we have early war Mausers. When I say early war, before the Second World War, 39 when the war started, but we have the 37, 38, and 34, and all these are large ring, 8mm caliber, all of them are. And we have one railroad issue, which would probably been 1937, 38.
Okay.
That was procured.
And what's that DR stand for?
Dutch Railroad.
Okay.
Dutchland.
So that's how you know it's
correct,
railroad.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sean. What's this other rifle right here?
This is a G.29 40, and it was issued to the German Navy, the Kreigsmarine.
That's actually really hard to find, aren't they?
It is. Most of them are on the bottom of the Atlantic now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Three of the, what, five?
Yeah, 3 of the 5. Standing at 50 yards.
That wasn't bad. First time
Not
shooting
bad,
that
yeah.
gun.
It's a good shooting rifle. Very good shooting. I like the way it feels. Especially the grooves cut in the forearm of the stock. Just remember that groove is machined in the
Where am I looking
for
at
your left thumb. That's what that groove is cut for. Yeah, for your left thumb. Be harsh with it. Yeah, push it on in. Yeah, hard.
Got the last one.
Take some practice.
Yeah.
Bullets, Beef, and BS Amateur.
Run that home hard. There you go.
That one actually felt better. That is it.
What did you think about that rifle?
It actually, I liked it very much. I was just shot high with it because I wasn't used to the sights.
G.29 40. These G.29 40s are pretty spectacular and rare. When Germany went into Poland, they took over the factory in Radom. And what they found was a ton of rifles that were in production, the WZ-29s. And there were some that were in mid-production, and they shipped a bunch of parts and receivers over to Steyr in Austria to finish manufacturing the WZ-29s. And what they came out with was the WZ-29/40, but what they did with the WZ was they slashed it out and put a G, and then they would put their 660 code on the top. Now this one doesn't have a WZ crossed out, so this might have been like a blank receiver in production with some extra parts. But it's all numbers matching, and it's a pretty good example of a G.29 40. Pretty awesome to shoot. Really does feel like a K98k. And I'd say it's, you know, they called these substandard K98k or substandard Mauser rifles. They weren't made in Germany. They were made in Austria with Polish parts. You know, I feel like I wouldn't know the difference if you gave me a K98k to shoot or this to shoot, you know? They're pretty much the same. Let's see how I did on target.
So how do you think you did this time?
Well, I really like the feel of it. I mean, it's really comparable to a K98k. I like everything about it. And I think I did pretty good, even shooting a little faster.
Yeah, check you out, man.
Wow.
There's 4 shots, I think, so 3 shots in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sean, what's this Mauser right here?
This is a G.12 34 Steyr, 1939. Serial number 83, actually. One of your first, I think in 39, they produced 15,000 in the month of September. And this is serial number 83.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and it was issued to the German Air Force, which is the Luftwaffe.
That's really neat.
It's a rare rifle.
Officially known as the G.12-34 in German documentation, this rifle derives from the Steyr Solothurn Colombian contract Mauser, the G.29. For this reason, the G.12-34 is also known as the G.29-0. This rifle is distinguished from others because of its Austrian pointed style pistol grip and 4-point sling arrangement. They are marked 660 over 1938 or 660 over 1939. When Germany and Austria became unified in March of 1938, Hermann Göring requested rifles for the Luftwaffe from Steyr. This was the rifle designated for the Luftwaffe, and around 30,000 were made. So that makes these kind of hard to find and rare.
You don't want me to get in the way.
All right, so what do we got here? All right.
We got
4. Where the 5th one's at. Bottom right. In the brown paper right there.
All right, Sean. The G.12-34, what'd you think about it?
The G.12-34, that is a good shooting rifle as well. The Luftwaffe really did have a good rifle to defend their air bases with.
that went left. I kind of threw it up there. I got pretty bad eyes. I should have brought my other glasses. I'm gonna go ahead and make all these excuses on the way out there. So when I get there, you should have known better to let me shoot.
All right, we're gonna fire the G.12-34. Well, looks like somebody duffle cut this one.
Yeah.
And the whole front has just come out. Wow. That's no bueno. Ooh. We're not shooting this one for the rest of the day, it looks like.
Okay.
So this was probably brought back by a GI at some point during World War II. Lucky GI got a very nice rifle. Probably didn't do the paperwork to get it shipped back. Probably just put it, cut the stock here and stuffed it in his duffel bag. So yeah. So I was just going for speed. I think my first 3 shots were pretty good, and then my last 2 were a little left, a little right. Might have missed the target completely, I don't know. Let's take a look.
Left, right sounds like my golf game. Man, there I see a bullseye.
Yeah, there's one bullseye there. That might have been the first shot.
Pretty good offhand. Yeah.
Pretty decent. Pretty
Nice
decent.
shooting.
You know, maybe it was off because it started falling apart somewhere there. So. G.12 34. I don't know if I really like that stock and that sharp point that comes out. I think my hand slips off of it too fast, and it slips a little bit on there. The sights, you know, the sights are pretty much K98 style sights, so they're not too bad. The rifle's a little bit lighter, I think, than a K98k, so I think you get a little bit more recoil out of that one. But it's a really rare rifle, hard to find. Really glad Sean brought it out so we could shoot it today and enjoy it.
Here we have a postal issue to the German post office. It's a 1938 K98 rifle. Actually, an S42G would be the code for this rifle before the war, about a year before the war started.
All right, awesome.
Wow, they must have had a real dog problem, huh?
I think they did. Yeah, I like that's a good commercial grade rifle there. That'd be my
So yeah, this is the
survival rifle
Standard Model,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell this one's really different from other standard models because you have no takedown, no sling mount, no bolt firing pin takedown recess.
Disc,
with the
yeah.
thing in here, the disc.
How about compared to the other 2?
Yeah. I mean, not much difference between this and the 2940, and not much difference really between this and a K98k. So, well, that's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next video, and as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Pulverize the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Check out the Battlefield Curator merch store, link in the description. Make it a great day.